Thanks to NBA 2K, I was able to play NBA 2K25 early. In this video, we're going to lay out all my gameplay impressions so you can know what to expect when you load up NBA 2K25. I will say overall, NBA 2K25 is a much smoother experience than NBA 2K24. There's a really high potential to have a lot of fun on this game. I think 2K is building that gap that I'm looking for. On NBA 2K25, for the most part, I think the casual players will be happy. They get the help that they need. But if you actually learn this game, you are going to be cooking people. It's going to get nasty. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. If you want more NBA 2K25, I have a lot dropping. So be sure to drop a like on the video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and hit that subscribe button. To get it started, we're going to talk about the dunk meter. I'm so glad we were able to play online at Community Day because that told me everything I needed to know about the dunk meter on NBA 2K25. I remember loading up the rec for the very first time on NBA 2K24 and I knew instantly something was wrong with the dunk meter. Now, I'm not going to go over all the issues about the NBA 2K24 dunk meter because it doesn't matter anymore. It's in the past. How did they fix the green window in NBA 2K25? By taking it out. I'm happy to report that I was cramming people. It got to the point where I was saying, yo, dunking on people might be too easy. Knock on wood, because I don't want to get it past or anything like that. But I just see a reason to really spec into dunking now. And you all know that's what I like to do. Jumping into this Rivet City gameplay, man, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, they have Hall of Fame posterizer. And honestly, it felt like either you time the dunk or you don't. Just because somebody's standing in the paint, it doesn't mean they'll shrink the green window, which is chef's kiss in my opinion. But that's not to say that interior doesn't matter on this game. We'll talk about that later down the road. Interior definitely did some work on NBA 2K25. I'm just saying, if you spec into dunking, you should be rewarded for it. And I felt rewarded for it. When it comes to the standing dunks, of course, once again, if you time it, you will get it. Now you have to be careful because they took out that jab step in the paint, thank God. So you will actually have to position yourself better to get that standing dunk off. But once again, the dunk meter felt really good in this game. So there are also 3 new dunk meters. You have arrow, which you release it when the arrow is at the top. This is my favorite one, the easiest one to time in my opinion. You also have ring and dial. You just want to release it when the ring or dial disappears. And this was kind of tough for me because do you do it when it's gone or when it's about to go away? That's what I was trying to figure out. I greened some, but I was just way more consistent with arrow. So let me know how you feel about the dunk meter and dunking in NBA 2K25. So far, it's looking like a W. All right, so now let's move into defense because dunking and slashing and finishing, that's just a personal thing that I check for. But I know a lot of people are lockdowns out there. You want to know defensively, how does 2K25 play? Well, I think at launch, the defense is always the best. And then people complain and then they get it nerfed. But I honestly feel like the balance is there with 2K25. When I mean balance, I mean the defense is kind of moving as fast as the offense does. Of course, it depends on the matchups, right? But I think it's going to be a bumpy 2K. I mean, you can bump people out their shoes for sure. The new cutoff feature is dope. And honestly, one thing I like about the cutoff feature is if you mess up and guess the wrong way, you're cooked. Simple as that. I think in previous 2Ks, you got rewarded for doing the wrong thing way too much. And I'm not saying that's not going to happen in NBA 2K25, but when it comes to this specific feature, the cutoff feature on defense, if you go the wrong way, you're cooked. And I love that. For my perimeter lockdowns out there, I did not see a bunch of pluck steals. Of course, we didn't have hours with the game. We had a good amount of time with the game, but we didn't have forever with the game. But I didn't see a bunch of pluck steals. So when you make your build, maybe you don't go for a really, really high steal rating, because what I did see was a bunch of bump steals. So maybe you go for agility, more perimeter, and then a little bit of steal to get that gold glove, depending on what the requirements are. I don't know what they are until tomorrow. Stay tuned. So yeah, less putts, more bump steals. I honestly don't know how I feel about it because I don't have to deal with it. If you're a dribbler, let me know how you feel about it. If you're a lockdown, let me know how you feel about it. The passing lane still seems to be really good this year. I hope they don't get touched. Once again, I think people should be punished for throwing bad passes. If you throw a cross-court pass, somebody might take it. That's just the way it goes. So to me, on-ball defense was solid, man. It's pretty much what I expected. A lot of bumps, no plucks. We could take passing lane steals, but I know defense especially is subject to change when the community gets their hands on the game. So we'll see how it goes. When it comes to interior defense, I think interior matters this year. People are definitely taking me out of dunk animations, but at the same time, offense might be a little bit more powerful. I could still cram people. I was still making contested layups. Well, to my eyes, they were contested. I'm not sure if the game saw it as contested, but you know, I was there, I jumped, easy scoop, it went in. So yeah, the interior defense can be hit or miss, but for the most part, I want to say that it's a little bit better, but at the same time, I'm kind of leaving that concerning tab on it. And that doesn't mean it was awful. That means, yeah, I got some stops, right? I definitely got my stops. People pulled me out of contact dunk animations. It's just that a bunch of contested layups went in. So we'll see how that goes. But once again, overall, the defense was solid to me. And I'm not even a lot down. So we'll see what you all have to say about it when the game comes out. I will say the good thing, especially since I'm on the topic of layups, is you can still make those no dunking layup builds on NBA 2K25. I think just having that option is so dope because we've been wanting that for so long. It sounds crazy to me, but not everybody wants to dunk the ball on 2K. I get you. Some people just want to olay like Lloyd. So now let's go ahead and get into dribbling. I just got to knock it out because I'm not a dribbler, but I can recommend you to people. I will say Koza, Spillboy, Joe Knows, like those, the people that are really competitive at 2K, they're going to have the dribble footage for you. But here's what I thought about dribbling. It feels smooth. It feels good. Like, I just can't wait to really see people lab this stuff because the combinations you can put together are kind of crazy. And I'm not even trying to gas 2K. You all know me, man. I get on here to speak my mind. Did I like it? Does it concern me? Simple as that. The dribbling, I'm going to like it. It's one of those things where, like I said before, the casuals, they'll be able to move a little bit. But if you really lab, I feel like you'll be able to separate yourself on here and have some real fun, have a real identity and get loose. All right. So I can say, like, if they're shifty in real life, they're going to be shifty on the game. And this is for my play now people, because my career wise, we don't know which dribble styles are good or which animations blend together. I feel like you can get creative on this 2K, knock on wood, especially with the shot canceling. The shot canceling brings in a whole new dynamic. People are going to be biting on the heads like crazy. I just saw a clip of Trae Young doing a shot cancel from my people over at NBA 2K Lab, and people are like, yo, it's a travel, they should patch it. And I'm like, yo, low key, did he not cook though? I don't know. I think 2K25 is just one of those games, especially when you see the builder tomorrow. Man, I think 2K25 has the potential to just bring all the fun back, all the stuff we've been missing. We're able to do so much on this game, combine so much on this game. Even going back to the dunking, I'm able to dunk if I spec into it. I feel like the creativeness or the identities are coming back to 2K. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what you all cook up, and I'm looking forward to seeing what other creators cook up. For the last thing, we're going to talk about shooting, because shooting is pretty, it's not in depth, but they have a bunch of new shooting things in NBA 2K25. I do think shooting was pretty easy. You got used to it really fast compared to 2K24. That's for sure. We also have go-to shots in NBA 2K25. You activate them by pressing R2 and holding up on the right stick. Some people have a long animation like Kevin Durant. You have to be careful with these people because, once again, defenders can bump the ball away. But the speed threshold when it came to speed with ball felt pretty good. So if you're a fast PG, you should be able to navigate around the locks. But the off-ball speed threshold felt kind of wonky. Like, I didn't get a lot of chase down blocks with people that should have been chased down. So the off-ball speed threshold, I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, if I had the ball with somebody that was fast, they were moving fast. Doing push dribbles with LeBron up court, easy money. Moving with Steph Curry, Ja Morant, and easy money for sure. But yeah, going back to go-to shots, I think a lot of people will utilize the go-to shot animation. I don't know if it's better to use the long drawn-out animations. You can branch out of them and combine them into your move set. You can also use them to fake people out. I recommend watching Ron Bato he was a dog with the shot creation for sure. But yeah, go-to shots will give you an opportunity to get really creative. Not only that, but we also have rhythm shooting. Rhythm shooting takes time of your jump shot to a whole new level. But at the same time, I know a lot of people get really good at shooting on NBA 2K. So it might get to the point where people don't even need the rhythm shooting to even boost the percentage. They probably just want to be a rhythm shooting demon. And I respect it. But an old head like me, man, if I get good enough at shooting with the square button, I'ma just leave it at that. That's just me. I mean, 2K25 was a fun experience. I know I didn't talk about post offense at all in this video, but let me just keep it a bean with you. Post offense is always going to be good. Always. You can still drop step, post fade, post top. You can do all that. I'm looking forward to seeing how 2K25 plays online. I try to keep it simple. I want to talk about the things I like, and then I talk about the things that concerns me a little bit. But if you're watching other content creators' videos, I say just give them a break, because one, the game is just different. We're not going to be masters at the game as soon as it drops. You know what I mean? Take me for example, when I go into NBA 2K25 community day, I say, okay, let me make a list of things I don't like about 24 and see if they check off on NBA 2K25. And for the most part, they pretty much did. And so I'm looking forward to 25 once again. I think this 2K feels smoother. I think we'll be able to be more creative if the community wants to be creative. You know, everybody copycats. It is what it is. I understand metas. I know how it goes. But overall, I think 2K25 was solid. If you just enjoy hoops, I think it's a game you can look forward to for sure. If you play at a competitive level, they're gonna find something wrong anyway, I guess. Hey, you all be easy. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. More on the way for sure. Peace.